Hello there, I'm Sharrie Williams. Thanks for joining us for this digital interview as we get ready for the Pennsylvania Conference for Women. Of course, 6ABC is a proud sponsor. The event is coming up on October 6th. A number of topics will be discussed, and joining us today to talk about one of those is Ms. Mariella Gockel, who is America's Flexibility Leader for EY. And the topic, of course, we're talking about today, Ms. Mariella, is work-life balance, right?
Indeed.
So let's just go ahead and get started with
Sure.
that. It's a topic that, of course, has been discussed year after year, decade after decade, when we're trying to find how do we put these two things together, particularly for professional women. Lectures, books, web chats, roundtables, it's just a topic that never seems to go away, and people are looking for that answer of how do you do it. So in your estimation, is there such a thing? Does it even exist, this work-life balance in today's world?
So for EY, we actually use a different language, and we talk a lot about flexibility and inclusiveness. And we think about it that way because everybody needs flexibility to succeed, both personally and professionally. So everyone wants the ability to work where they can, when they can, and with a group of people that makes sense to them. Inclusiveness is the topic because we actually think about this broader than, and I hate to say just women. It's really important to women, men, whether you've got a family, whether you're parenting, whether you're gay or straight, whether you're young, a millennial, or a boomer. It's super important for everyone. So it's very important for women, but it's very important for women to engage with everyone that they can on this topic so that it's not just about women.
So definitely, it's an umbrella for not just women, but let's talk about women because this conference will be targeting them there. What are your best tips then, specifically for that group of women who are looking to achieve the balance?
Sure. So I would say first think about what you need as an individual and consider what's possible in your job. Some jobs you have to show up every day in the office. A nurse, for example, would have to go to the hospital or to the doctor's office. But there are some jobs where there's different ways of working. And so what is possible in your world? And consider that for yourself, the individual. Then I would think about what's possible in your broader team. So not just what is important to you, but what's important to every single person on your team, and think about that. Because then, to management, to your leaders, it's about what can work for your group, whether it's a team, whether it's your department, whether it's a particular cohort of individuals. It's really about what can work in that circumstance, and then it becomes bigger than you. And so as perhaps the female that's leading that conversation, and it is all about communication, how do you consider what's important to you, collaborate with the people that you work with, and then communicate with your boss, your supervisor, that broader group of people that are really going to help you implement it.
Okay, consider your own situation, collaborate and how it will affect the others, and then communicate where you work.
You got it.
I see, okay. So then what would be the steps? How do I take that responsibility? After I get my game plan together, then what are my next steps for integrating the balance in that personal and career side? For example, like what should I be asking for? Like how do I word this?
Right. So what you ask for goes into that consideration piece. What is it that's important to you? Is a day at home, one day at home, possible? Is that what you ask for? Yeah. Do you want to work more flexibly? So it may not be a day at home. It just may be if the whole team comes in at 8, you're going to come in at 9 or 10 maybe, or you're going to leave a little bit earlier. Or like me, I actually asked for, when I was a very junior person at EY, a reduced schedule, so less than full time. And exciting for me, I still got promoted on time, and lots of people have done that after me. So it's really what is important to you, what's going to work in your role, and then what's going to be the opportunity for other people to also have some flexibility on your team. Because again, remember, it's not just about you.
Right.
It's about everybody.
But we see EY is doing it. Are employers really on board You know, you mentioned that word stigma earlier. Are employers really having these conversations among their senior management?
I would say the best places to work absolutely are, because every employer that's on the best list, whether it's the Working Mother best list, the Fortune 100 best list, all of those best list companies are thinking about it. Because one thing is clear, flexible work leads to retention, and everybody is interested in retaining their best and their brightest. So when you have the opportunity to create flexibility, you will have much better business results because you'll retain the best people to do the best work.
Yeah.
In our case, the best people to do the best work for our clients.
Right. Lastly here,
Sure.
any inspirational advice for women, or you just mentioned your own story. You saw yourself go in, ask for reduced time, and still get promoted. Anything else you can leave us with for that person who's thinking, should I go in there? Should I bring this up? That maybe it could work for them. Anything inspirational to say?
I would say be transparent. If you don't ask for what you want, no one will ever know what you need. And if you don't do it, chances are you'll get frustrated and you'll likely leave. So why not try? If it backfires and you leave anyway, at least you've tried.
All right. Mariella Cockle, thank you so much. America's flexibility leader for EY. Thanks for discussing this work-life balance topic with us. It's just one of the many topics that, of course, will be featured during the Pennsylvania Conference for Women that's coming up, of course, on October 6th. Remember, 6ABC is a partner for this event. We hope to see you there.